Hello, and welcome back to Coffee Talk with me, Karen B. Sorry I'm late. I had a little bit going on today. I don't know how long I'll be able to stream for today. Um, I have a son who's taking they have their end of year test today, and I may have to go pick him up before in the stream earlier than I usually do. So I apologize. I am at the mercy of my children because I am a mother. So, anyways, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing very well today. Ginger Sugarbush, Benjamin Balderson, Hale. Hey, Ben. Yeah, you are early today. Are you still up from last night? That's what I want to know. You are up late streaming, sir, with the debate crew, with the Raging Tomato crew or whatever. Man, you guys that stream, like start your streams like at 9 p.m. or later Eastern time. Mama's in bed. Mama is in the bed, all snuggled up. Because I get up early, y'all, very early, and my circadian rhythm is in that mode, and there's just no fighting it at my age. I am a 49er now, by the way. Do you remember me telling you I am a 49er? Hey, Rum Boston Bear, Billingtano, Shelly Oler, good to see you. Liz the Iron Maiden, Tommy Tell the Truth. There is a flat earther running for governor of Idaho. Really? Boy, is it anybody we know? The earth is flat according to one Idaho candidate for governor. Idaho, is it Chief? Good to see you, Chi-Chi. Send some of your heat to Scott. Oh my, it's getting hot here now. It's getting hot. It was very warm last night. In fact, this morning I went out and it was pretty warm. And you know what's funny is yesterday it was cold. Like we could see our breath. Ted and I were talking about. We're like, dude, it was cold this morning. But now it's warm. This morning it was much warmer. Luna Jane Parker, hey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Aisling 717. Witsit has been streaming hella late lately. I've been missing some of them because of that. I'm telling you, Rum Boston Bear, he like starts streaming at midnight. What is this? I can't deal with that, dude. I cannot be there for that. I love Witsit. I'm glad he's streaming. Good for him. Mama's too old for that. Mama is too old for that. Okay, look, I'm interested in seeing what this is. The flat Earth. The Earth is flat, according to one Ohio candidate for governor. His glory, me and you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. Okay. Mark Fitzpatrick. Is this guy it? Mark Fitzpatrick for Idaho governor. Bible says repeatedly earth is flat, non-moving, and has a firmament vault that God built above it on day 2 of creation. It's time to lose the satanic globe. Oh, really? A guy on Facebook asked after I posted Fitzpatrick's statement who I would then recommend he vote for. I'm not sure I need to pick a candidate for him. He needs to make up his own mind. Are the negatives against incumbent Brad Little and a gaggle of other challengers high enough to still cast a vote for Mark? All of this is a series of weighing pros and cons. Some voters admire Fitzpatrick's stance on traditional values. He celebrated Heterosexual Awesomeness Month at his tavern, where he also sells alcohol. For some Christians, the latter is a deal breaker, I'm sure. Well, for some, but not very many. I mean, even in the Bible, Jesus makes water into wine. So, and then during the appointed times, you are allowed to drink strong drink. So, I don't know about all that. I think you might be, Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. The shape of the earth isn't a government responsibility. Yeah, why is he talking about it if he's trying to run for governor? I don't think that's going to do him any favors, to be honest with you. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who know that the earth is flat, but I don't think you're ready to like use that as your platform to run for office yet. I don't think we're there yet. But maybe. I mean, I could be wrong. I would like to be wrong. A legislator told me his only serious responsibility is to balance the budget. The governor can approve or disapprove. A lot of the top job is cutting ribbons and visiting schools, dairies, and factories. Maybe we're reading too much into this, but for a lot of voters, a guy who believes the earth is flat is a bridge too far. Are we to believe that millions of sailors over the centuries have lied? Oh God, here we go. Or gone off the edge and floated into space? Come on, brother. Are the pictures? This is why coming out as a flat earther for something like running for public office is not a good idea. It's not a good idea because then they say all this stuff that makes you look stupid to people who don't know any better, which is most people still, in my opinion. And then, of course, all the dumb shit that flat earthers go out and say on the internet, like, oh, that's a tree stump. Everything's a giant fucking tree stump. And free energy. We should be flying around in blimps because superior free energy travel. Yeah. Which is observably, provably false. Are the pictures from ubiquitous satellites part of a grand conspiracy? And what benefit do we need to claim the planet is a globe versus flat? I asked a Republican operative who I believe may support Fitzpatrick what voters are supposed to conclude. His response of we don't have a very deep bench. Of course not, because otherwise it would poke through the earth. You see what I'm saying? Like they're just gonna rip on you for it, and that's the only thing people are gonna see is that people are ripping on you because you think the earth is flat. Witsit did a live presentation in his bar. This guy's bar? Is this like the tavern guy or whatever? The old timey tavern? What's it called? Biblical cosmology, and there are NASA lies in FE 101. Hi, Gregory Agogo. What's up, Sheepdog XL? All those Austin recorded over 2 days on location. Yeah, I remember when he was in the tavern. Oh, everything's a tree stump. Seriously, Crumb. What's up, Crumb? What's up, Ezra Bergstein? Old State Saloon. That's what it is. Thank you. So this is the guy that runs Old State Saloon. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So he has some local. So he already has a following. He's not just some random flat earther running for governor. I'm pretty sure Old State Saloon, they have like a big following. Yeah, do they not? Let's see.
I am not saying that the earth is...
Oh wait, that's your channel. I wanted to see if they have it on their channel. Let me see. I think they might even have. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Did it log me out? Here we go. Hold on. We got over 100,000 followers on X. So this is Old State Saloon. Headquarters of Mark Fitzpatrick for Idaho for governor. Serving up delicious food and drinks and as much truth as possible. Heterosexual Awesomeness Month. Born June 2024. Is this, oh God. Yeah. Well, very interesting. I didn't realize that guy was a flat earther. I knew that they hosted Witsit there, but I didn't realize that the guy who owned the place was a flat earther. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, he's got a pretty big following. So, okay. So now he's running for governor of Idaho. Okay, gotcha. Uh, yeah, people, I think, yearn for normal. And while the challenger is a solid entrepreneur and entertainer, he didn't even need to bring up the subject. I've never asked a candidate if the world was flat. Earlier this morning, I was thinking about a friend. Last weekend, she traveled across the country for a family wedding. She planned to spend another couple of days on her mom's birthday. Then the older woman fell seriously ill. My friend is still there, caring for her mom, while at the same time wrestling with missing work, which has been paying the bills for families' bills for years. This isn't an issue for the voting public. Who hasn't faced a quandary like that and is possibly mired in one right now? These are the real problems we all struggle with, and all we get are claims of flat Earth chemtrails and candidates who appear to be space aliens. Here's a thought: concentrate on kitchen table issues, matters of the wallet, the cost of living. Marx, I kind of agree with this, you guys. Like, we need to fix real world problems because this country is a freaking disaster right now. And the aliens, we all know that's BS, right? The whole, let's release the alien files. Like, they're just throwing any old shit at the wall to see what will stick and distract you. How many squirrels do they have in their pocket that they're going to throw out? You know what I'm saying? Mark Fitzpatrick is likely aware of the warnings of the last days. The circus-like atmosphere of politics appears to me to be a sign we're there. And then, of course, the next story, stunning NASA photos from the Artemis 2 lunar flyby. Of course. So let's see his account. Mark Fitzpatrick for Idaho governor, 22.2 thousand followers. Running for governor because Idaho deserves more than a little. Let's see what his little ad is.
Remember when the government told you to stay home?
The statewide stay-home order is in effect immediately.
When your business was labeled non-essential?
Non-essential businesses and services will close their physical locations.
Churches were closed, but politicians never missed a paycheck. That didn't happen somewhere else. It happened here in Idaho. Leadership isn't hiding behind emergency powers or expanding authority when people are afraid. Leadership is standing firm for freedom, even when it costs you.
COVID vaccine has been tested and is proving to be safe and effective.
All right.
While Brad Little shut down Idaho, I stood with small businesses. While he expanded executive power, I fought for constitutional limits.
Well, good on this dude. I hope he wins.
I asked whether those demands were lawful. He calls it steady leadership. Idaho families call it overreach. We deserve a governor who restricts executive power, not expands it. A governor who enforces the law, not bends it. A leader with integrity who puts Idaho families first, every time. This election isn't about personality. It's about power, who holds it, and who it belongs to. If you believe Idaho belongs to its people, if you believe our state is not for sale, join me on May 19th in the Republican primary. Let's draw the line. No more excuses. No more two-faced politicians.
Oh, the vote tomorrow, huh?
No more leadership that folds under pressure. Idaho is not for sale. And your governor shouldn't be either. I'm Mark Fitzpatrick, and I'm running for governor.
You know, good on that dude. I hope he wins. I'm sure he's better than any other person running for governor, probably in any other state at this moment. Interesting.
Remember when the government told you to stay home?
The vote is tomorrow. Ted's mom lives in Idaho. Ted should call his mom and tell her to go vote for this dude. Yeah. Both of my jobs locked the doors, so I got a new job. Wow, Ginger, your business is shut down? Hey, Ivan the Terrible. Chicago artist, what up? Toronto Suke Ito, hello, how are you? Way censored. Hey, love bunny, there you are. 2020 was a mess. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it was a mess. Just the fact that he was standing up for that stuff against COVID, that right there is better than most politicians. You know what I'm saying? Most of them were shilling free burgers and donuts and crap on TV to make you go get your vaccine, right? So outside of even the flat earth stuff, it's good that I'll give him a follow. I was already following Old State Saloon, but I never see any posts from them. $10,000 reward, election fraud. We are offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the first arrest and conviction of anyone for voter election fraud, cheating in Idaho's 2026 primary election. Also, free beer for a year. Oh, wow. So trying to suss out some voter fraud. Idaho and local GOP are still accepting poll watchers. Interesting.
That can get the leftist.
Lily, what's your favorite thing about Brad Little?
I really love how he appeals to a wide demographic of voters, including liberals, communists, Democrats, illegals.
He's the only Republican I know that can get the leftist, loony media to support him in everything that he does. It's pretty amazing talent.
I just love that he ran on making our borders secure and making sure everybody here was legal. And then he turned around and took all the money from Big Ag and did exactly the opposite of what he was planning on. So that's what I love about him.
He's very culturally aware and in tune with the people. He made an amazing 6-7 reference during his State of the State address this year.
No, he
and
didn't.
His Facebook page, whenever he posts, it's usually about stuff like Happy National Pancake Day. And we're like, yes, that's what we want to hear from the governor.
He is very generous to his friends that are big ag and pharma, potato and big dairy. And I think when you do that, people reciprocate and they're generous back to you.
He's very good at noticing microaggressions, or what he might call little aggressions. Like when he called out all the racists recently. You can't love illegal immigrants unless you're very courteous about calling out racists. So I think that's one of my favorites. I'm gonna get back to my A game here.
He operates in secrecy like nobody else. You don't have to bother the people to get involved, to waste their time or anything. You just make all the decisions for them, and it makes things a lot easier for the people because secrets.
My favorite thing about Brad Little is what a great relationship he has with the lieutenant governor, how much they support one another. And he's obviously going to help him in his future career, isn't he?
Also about Brad that's really cool is he's not afraid to take money and redistribute it to people who don't even belong in our country. The generosity of this man is off the charts.
It knows no bounds. Thanks to him, I now am a racist from California, which I didn't know about myself until today.
Does that make you feel better?
Oh yeah,
a
for
racist
sure,
from
100%.
California. That's funny. Hey, Southern Belle, good to see you. Hertzart, much love from flat, cold, and rainy Germany. What's up, Germany? The Mandy Effect, good to see you. Back in 2020? Oh. Saying your business is closed in 2020. I gotcha. Well, that's cool. You know what? More power to him. I hope he wins. Sincerely. Divers find bodies of 4 Italians in Maldives sea caves. Oh, did somebody go cave diving and they died? Oof. Italian's foreign ministry said Monday that rescuers have located the bodies of 4 Italian divers deep inside an underwater cave in an atoll in the Maldives 4 days after they were reported missing. Searchers had resumed on Monday after being suspended following the death of a local military diver during a perilous mission to try to reach them. Oh, wow. The government of the Indian Ocean island nation confirmed the bodies were spotted in the innermost part of the cave by 3 Finnish diving experts, supported by the Maldives police and the military. As was previously thought, the 4 bodies were found inside the cave, not only inside the cave, but well inside the cave and into a third segment of the cave, which is the largest part. He said the 4 were found pretty much together. The plan is they will try and recover 2 bodies tomorrow and possibly the other 2 the following day. Wow. That stuff's super dangerous. Going diving in caves, that's crazy. That's really extremely sketchy, dangerous crap. The body of a 5th Italian, a diving instructor, was found earlier outside the cave. The 5 were exploring a cave at a depth of about 160 feet in Vavu Atoll on Thursday, according to Italy's foreign ministry. The recreational diving limit in the Maldives is 30 meters or 98 feet. 3 Finnish divers, experts in deep and cave diving, arrived in the Maldives on Sunday. Maldives presidential spokesperson Mohammed Hussein Sharif said earlier that the search was suspended after Mohammed Muhadi, a member of the Maldivian National Defense Force, died of underwater decompression sickness after being transferred to a hospital in the capital on Saturday. The victims have been identified as Monica Montefalcone, an associate professor of ecology at the University of Genoa, her daughter Georgia Somacal, marine biologist Federico Galtieri, researcher Muriel Odenino, and diving instructor Gianluca Benedetti, according to the Maldivian government. Dang, man. So they were like professors and stuff. Monica Montefalcone, an updated handout picture release. So this woman was one of the women that died. Professor of ecology at University of Genoa. Benedetti's body was the one recovered on Thursday from near the mouth of the cave. Montefalcone and Odenino were in the Maldives on an official scientific mission to monitor marine environments and study the effects of climate change on tropical biodiversity. The University of Genoa said in a statement Friday, however, the scuba diving activity during which the deadly accident occurred was not part of the planned research and was undertaken privately, it said. They probably were like, hey, let's go cave diving. This is so cool. Rough weather has repeatedly hampered rescue efforts. Initial teams had already dived to identify and mark the entrance to the cave system where the Italians disappeared. The cause of deaths remain under investigation. Divers exceeded recommended limits. Cave diving is a highly technical and dangerous activity that requires specialized training, equipment, and strict safety protocols. Risks increase sharply in environments where divers cannot head straight up at a depth, particularly when conditions are poor. Experts say it's easy to become disoriented or lost inside caves, particularly as sediment clouds can sharply reduce visibility. The group's depth exceeds the maximum depth recommended for recreational divers by most major established scuba certifying agencies. Benedetti's body was recovered on Thursday. Sharif and Benedetti's remains were found near the mouth of the cave. Authorities believe the remaining 4 had entered the cave. The Italian Foreign Ministry said the cave is divided into 3 large chambers connected by narrow passages. Recovery teams explored 2 of the 3 chambers on Friday, but the search was limited due to considerations over oxygen and decompression. Local officials called the incident the worst single diving accident in the history of the Maldives, a nation of 1,192 tiny coral islands scattered some 500 miles across the equator in the Indian Ocean. Oh, it sounds pretty. I want to go there. Diving and water sport-related accidents appear to be relatively rare in the South Asian nation, although several fatal incidents have been reported in recent years. A British woman tourist died while diving in December, and her distraught 71-year-old husband died a few days later after falling ill. Aww. A 26-year-old Japanese tourist went missing after a diving expedition near the capital in June. Local media reports said at least 112 tourists have died in marine-related incidents in the archipelago in the past 6 years, with 42 of them falling victim to diving or snorkeling accidents. Wow, how sad. So this woman and her daughter. How sad. Not a very good diving instructor. Well, who knows what happened? I think he was trying to. Yeah, they could have been people who were experienced divers, and then they just kind of got they got a little too cocky and decided they were going to go swimming around in some caves. 6'7", so he's cool. Have to vote for him now. That's hilarious. Accidental alchemist, good to see you. You won't find me scuba diving. I know. Any of that diving shit, yeah. Hey, Jana. Changes your ability to receive insurance after 30 feet. Sea diving, it's awesome. I just wouldn't be going into caves. You know what I'm saying? Like going into a cave where you don't, you know what I'm. No. No. Sketchy that many died. I know. 30 feet. A Finnish heavy metal band called Flat Earth has a new single called 1985. Rescue diving. Look at this dude. These dudes look at this guy. What? Look at this dude. Flat Earth featuring former Him and Amorphous members released new single called 1985. Featuring former Him member Mikko Lindy Lindstrom and alongside ex-Amorphous bassist Niklas Italavori and Polanski singer Antoni Pikarainen has released a new single, 1985. The song continues the band's recognizable blend of heavy rock and melodic alternative rock, strongly influenced by the sound and atmosphere of 1990s grunge. 1985 is about the things we carry with us through life, memories, experiences, people, and emotions that remain long after moments have passed. Flat Earth comments, 1985 is about what we take with us, the people, moments, and emotions that stay with us through the years. Why are they called Flat Earth? Do they actually think the Earth is flat? After over 2 decades playing with bands, I was at a point thinking maybe I'll start doing something else. Da da da. In 2018, Flat Earth released its debut album, None for One, to critical and fan acclaim, establishing them as a powerful new force on the Nordic rock scene. So they've been a band for a while. Shout out to the Campton Inn. Those are some locks, I know. Yeah, we're saying shout out to the Campton Inn, but not to the music camp. F the music camp. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit and hear a little bit of this.
Love no one to save our broken hearts.
They don't sound bad. I may have to check them out. Why are they called Flat Earth, though? Are they Flat Earthers? Is what I want to know. Are they Flat Earthers? Does anybody know? Or did they just use that name because, like, it was popular search term right around then? Because that was when 2018 was back when Mark Sargent was, like, keeping track of, like, search queries, right, of Flat Earth. And that's right before they started censoring Flat Earth. So maybe it just was, like, on the internet radar and they just used it even though they're not Flat Earthers. Did you hear the retard that ran over people at Modena, Italy? No. No. Let's see if I can find it. Man drives car into pedestrians in Italy, injuring 8. Good Lord. That's scary, dude. A man drove his car into pedestrians in the northern Italian city of Modena on Saturday, injuring 8 people, 4 seriously, officials said. They included a woman who had to have both her legs amputated. Holy crap! After the car came to a halt against a shop window, the driver emerged holding a knife and injured a passerby who gave chase before the suspect was overpowered. The suspect, 31, has been identified by officials as an Italian national of Moroccan origin. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who canceled a planned trip to Cyprus and described the incident as extremely serious, visited the injured in the hospital with President Sergio Mattarella on Sunday. Wow. She also met Luca Signorelli, a passerby who intervened and thanked him for his actions. What makes an ordinary person heroic is the moment when the heart chooses to do good, even when that involves a risk. Wow. We saw the car approaching. It was heading for the curb. It suddenly accelerated. It was going at least 100 kilometers an hour or 62 miles per hour. We saw people flying. Oh my God. Then he got out of the car and brandished a knife. 5 women and 3 men were injured. Holy crap. Born in the province of Bergamo, close to Milan, he lives in the province of Modena. Italy's far-right Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini, who leads the anti-immigrant League Party, named the suspect on X as Salim El Khudri, describing him as a second-generation criminal. Oh, really? Italian media say the economics graduate is unemployed and has no criminal record. Why is he a second-generation criminal? What's up with this person's parents? That's scary, man. You always got to keep your wits about you and out in public these days because people have lost their freaking minds. They have lost their minds. Four people got their legs amputated, Chicago artist. Oh my God. Nothing indicates the band members are flat earthers. That's what I'm saying, Southern Belle. They just used it to be edgy. So let's search X. Let's see if we can find. No, I'm not trying to post. Discard. What the hell? I was trying to search. Oh my god, dude. Holy shite. Mental health issues. Oh my god, dude. Literally plowed into all kinds of people there. Holy crap, dude. That's scary. Dude, he was like going after people. Crashed into that person up against the wall. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. I can't. I shouldn't be watching that stuff. That stuff, right? I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh my god, that's so horrible. Oh my god. People are crazy. That's a strike. Am I going to get a strike, Ben? In China, they have a season of this due frustrations with the government having no outlet. Did you see the car hit that person up against a wall? Oh my god. What a nightmare. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was going to be like video of it right there. I apologize. Oh, dark humor. I got you, Ben. I gotcha. I gotcha. I mean, I can't even believe. Oof. That's some scary shit. And you know, oh my god, just. Oh, did you see the thing about the two planes colliding in Idaho? I think it was an air show in Iowa. Let's see. The two jets that collided. Yeah, here we go. Watch this, you guys. You want to see this? Some crazy shit right here. So these two jets, it was an air show demonstration, and they collide, and then all four of the pilots jump out. Look at it. And then there goes all four people jumped out, and then the planes fall to the ground. Boom. Base in Idaho. It wasn't Iowa. Okay, I think the first video I saw said Iowa. Yeah, Idaho? Here, let's see. This shit's crazy. Look at this. That's wild. Wild. Don't really need the sound for this. It's like, what in the physics is going on here? Like the two jets were like making out in the sky for a second and then everybody bails out. That was wild. But space is safe, yeah. Happens in China all the time. That's why there's so many bollards that line the streets. Wow, really? Crazy. Isn't that wild? AI physics. just spilled coffee all over myself. After mating, 4 small babies eject and run along to a new life. Conference of content creators in Chattanooga will be like 100 people. What do you mean conference of content creators? Is that the one that you bought those tickets for and it was like $1,000? I wonder if they know what happened. I wonder if they're going to do an investigation. Mountain Home Air Force Base outside of Boise, Idaho was locked down Sunday afternoon after 2 U.S. Navy jets performing at an air show crashed in midair, according to authorities and bystander video of the incident. 2 Navy EA-8 and Navy EA-18 Growler jets collided in midair during a Gunfighter Skies air show, according to a Navy spokesperson. All 4 of the crew successfully ejected. Commander Amelia Umayam, a spokesperson for the Naval Air Force U.S. Pacific Fleet, said in a statement, all 4 are in stable condition, according to the Mountain Home Air Force Base gunfighters. The crash occurred around 12:10 p.m. MDT while the crews were performing an aerial demonstration. The 2 jets involved in the crash were assigned to the Electronic Attack Squadron at Whidbey Island, Washington, adding that the cause of the crash is under investigation. The bystander video of the incident captured 2 jets flying near each other when they collided in midair. As the 2 planes plummeted to the ground, 4 parachutes appeared to deploy. A plume of black smoke is seen in the footage as the jets crashed to the ground and exploded. The air show was canceled immediately after the crash, according to a post from the Mountain Home Police Department, which further advised spectators not to travel to the Air Force Base. Yeah, well, I would think they would close it down after that. That's really sketchy, though. Like, you think about how many times I've been to a whole bunch of air shows because when I lived in California, I lived near the Air Force Base, and we'd go to the air show there in Sacramento. And then, of course, when I lived in San Diego, which is another big military town, it's like where they have Miramar and stuff, the Top Gun school. So we went to the air shows there, which are like, they're really fancy in San Diego. They use explosives and everything. And the way that they fly around, like, it's very impressive that that doesn't happen more often. It's very impressive. But it looks so crazy, like the way they just, like, it's like they stick together. Like the jets get close to each other and then they stick together and just fall down. Wonder what the gross loss amount is regarding the 2 planes crashing into one another. Can't be cheap. No. 134 million, yes. Yeah, it's super expensive. But at least the pilots lived. Nobody died. But did you die? No. Do we believe the official story about Amelia Earhart, or is there a conspiracy? I think they did. I don't know. I think that I thought they figured out that they found out where she crashed, and they found her bones, but nobody gave a shit, and like that story just kind of got lost into oblivion. 67 million per plane doesn't say the damage cost for explosion. Well, yeah, then of course then they have to spend a whole bunch of money cleaning it up. The crowd loved it, I'm sure. Yeah, like, that's the coolest trick ever. You guys ditched 2 airplanes. Great white shark kills spearfishing diver in Australia. Damn. A shark fatally mauled a diver off an Australian tourist island on Saturday, police said, marking the country's second fatal shark attack so far this year. The 38-year-old man had been spearfishing with friends when he was attacked on a coral reef off Rottnest Island near Australia's southwest coast. The friends have witnessed the horrific event. Oh my God, his friends watched him get eaten. The victim was near a dive boat when he was bitten on the legs, where said he was then taken by that boat 1,100 yards to the island where paramedics could not resuscitate him. Lifeguards reported a 16-foot white shark had been in the vicinity before the attack, and the state's Department of Primary Industries and Regional Development told AFP the man had been bitten by a great white. Officials did not name the victim, but he was identified as Stephen Mataboni by family members. Mataboni's wife, Shireen, said family's hearts are irrevocably broken. Oh, that's sad. Devoted father to our two beautiful daughters. Aw, one who turns 3 next month and a 4-month-old baby. Aw, that's really sad. The attack was Australia's first shark fatality since January, when a 12-year-old boy died on a hospital days after he was mauled by a bull shark in Sydney Harbour. Oh, wow. The attack that killed the boy was one of 4 recorded in the span of 2 days. In November, a shark killed a woman and seriously wounded a man at National Park on Australia's east coast in the rare instance of the predator attacking 2 people. No sharks in the Great Lakes. Are you sure? I remember watching a river monster thing where they were saying that bull sharks were going up the Mississippi because they can live in brackish water. And those things are nasty. Bull sharks are aggressive. Falling space debris could soon become a global safety, scientists warn. On thedailygalaxy.com. Rising space launches and advanced heat-resistant materials are allowing more debris to survive re-entry, increasing risks on Earth. Space debris, once mostly harmlessly burning up in Earth's atmosphere, is now landing more often on the planet's surface, posing risks to people and property worldwide, according to The Conversation. Researchers warn that advances in spacecraft materials designed to withstand extreme conditions are allowing larger fragments to survive re-entry. How modern spacecraft materials are changing re-entry risks. In the past, satellites and rocket components were expected to disintegrate entirely upon re-entry, eliminating hazards to life on Earth. Today, many spacecraft are made with carbon fiber reinforced plastics and advanced metals, which are lightweight yet extraordinarily heat resistant. While these metals improve fuel efficiency and mission longevity, they also make debris more likely to survive fiery descent through the atmosphere. Let me ask you a question. Why would you build space travel components out of things that are meant to disintegrate in the atmosphere? I feel like this is counterintuitive. The result is a growing number of large fragments striking the... I've seen stuff like this, but this was when the thing crashed or exploded in the sky. It wasn't even outside of Earth's atmosphere.
New video shows the moments the world's most powerful rocket exploded in the skies Thursday evening, met with awe and fear below.
Yeah, it wasn't in space. So how is that a video of rocket debris re-entering the atmosphere? They don't even leave the atmosphere. That's the thing. Pretty sure sharks have been in the St. Lawrence River. The less you see, the better you live. Oh, I know. Great Lakes are freshwater and they don't connect to the Mississippi. Okay, well then I guess you're good. Right on time as usual. Yes, you are, Lucas. Some of the people who said the Earth was round in Brazil from 21 to 2024. What? Share of people who said the Earth was round in Brazil from 2021 to 2024. Round, flat, didn't know, depends. So 20% of people say it's flat. %8 don't know. In 2024, around 20% of people surveyed in Brazil said they agreed with the sentence, the Earth is flat. Approximately 8% of respondents stated that they did not know what the shape of the planet of Earth was. Number of respondents, out of 2,500 people, 16 years and older. Interesting. The Daily Space Tard, yeah. Over Niagara Falls? How would they do that? I would not think that was very likely. The moon is in our atmosphere. Right, exactly. The physics behind re-entry and debris survival. Satellites like SpaceX's Starlink orbit between 190 and 1,240 miles above Earth at speeds exceeding 17,000 miles per hour. As decommissioned satellites or jettisoned rocket components drift downward, they encounter the upper atmosphere and begin colliding with air molecules at high velocity. This generates heat exceeding 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to melt traditional aluminum and steel. However, carbon fiber, reinforced plastics, and advanced alloys can withstand these temperatures far longer, allowing portions of spacecraft to survive and reach the ground. The unpredictability of how these materials break apart complicates efforts to ensure safe re-entry zones, often resulting in fragments falling far from their intended locations. The surge in space launches and its consequence. While space debris has existed since the early days of the space race, the frequency of re-entry events has surged. In 1960, around 100 objects were launched annually. By 2025, that number had skyrocketed to 4,500. Private companies like SpaceX and Rocket Lab dominate this growth, planning satellite constellations numbering in the hundreds of thousands. Okay, and the alleged ISS is in orbit about 400 to 450 miles above the Earth. So these things are all operating in the same alleged orbit as the ISS, and none of them ever hit the ISS. Nor do they ever see them. You never see it from the ISS windows. They're not like, oh, look, there goes a satellite. SpaceX recovered a composite overwrap pressure vessel from last week's Falcon 9 re-entry. It was found on private property in southwest Grant County this week. Media and treasure hunters, we are not disclosing specifics. The property owner simply wants to be left alone. Right? Get this shit off my land and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? That would be me. Are you paying for the cleanup? Hey, Spicy Sarah. Seal escaped Marineland, went over the falls and survived. It was awful video of them pulling him back up the gorge. Went over the falls and survived. Space debris, no way. I used to play bass for them back in the late 90s. I was dating a Brazilian gal. I asked if she thought the world was flat, and she said it's flat. Major win. Oh, nice. You still dating her, Redondo Rocket? Well, he said it was dating, so I guess not. Nice. I mean, aren't you in Southern California? There's a lot of flat earthers in Southern California. It's where DJ is. DJ Curious. Preparing for a sky full of re-entering debris. With launches accelerating and frequency of atmospheric re-entries will increase, potentially exposing urban and rural areas to falling debris. Well, then why don't you tell these dickheads to quit putting us all in danger and stop launching their freaking rockets into the sky, which are going nowhere? So what are we're all just is this like we're all just gonna have to like risk having all their space junk, upper atmosphere junk fall on our head because space travel? Adapt technology, update regulations, and redefine and refine debris mitigation strategies. Yeah, because I wouldn't want all their crap falling on my land or on top of my head. They're just a bunch of billionaire a-holes launching rockets into the sky, and they're not doing anything. They're literally not doing anything. What a joke. Another newly discovered asteroid that's its closest Earth. Another one, you guys. We have another flyby. Another attention, breaking. We have a new asteroid coming danger close to Earth. Danger close. Closest Earth flybys of the year. Will pass remarkably close to Earth on May 18th. Oh, that's today. Despite the dramatic proximity, scientists say there is no indication that space rock poses any danger to the planet. The object was spotted only a few days ago by astronomers working with several observatories, including the Mount Lemmon Survey and the Farpoint Observatory in Eskridge, Kansas, since its discovery. Researchers have been tracking its orbit closely as the celestial object approaches the Earth-Moon system. Near-Earth asteroids are monitored continuously because some objects can pass relatively close to the planet. In this case, preliminary orbital calculations classified 2026 JH2 as an Apollo-class near-Earth object, meaning its orbit crosses Earth's path around the Sun. Will first pass close to the Moon. There you go. Current calculations place the event at approximately 9:23 p.m. UTC. So, like in 5 hours. Amateur observers may be able to see the object. The close approach is also expected to make the asteroid visible with relatively modest observing equipment. The Virtual Telescope Project estimates that the asteroid could brighten to around a magnitude of 11.5, placing it within reach of many amateur telescopes under favorable sky conditions. The organization also announced plans to livestream observations of the flyby beginning at 7:45 p.m. UTC on May 18th. The broadcast should allow viewers without telescopes or clear skies to follow the event remotely. See, they just see a light in the sky. They don't know what it is. They're like, oh, look at the light in the sky. It's probably an asteroid. It's going to hit us. We could all die. Let's watch it. Rockets and data centers. Is San Diego the most beautiful place in the world? Or I don't know if it's the most beautiful place in the world. It's a nice place, though. It's a very nice place. Should be willing to sacrifice everything for the space race, right, Singe Man? A massive bomb. I don't think they could fake an asteroid hitting Earth. Speaking of huge bombs, I saw there was a giant explosion in Israel over the weekend or last week sometime. Haven't seen much news about it. Yes. Yeah, they said that it's like that it was where they allegedly let's look that up. Let's look it up. That was allegedly where Israel kept their nuclear weapons. Close-up video of Beit Shim's explosion in Israel, West Jerusalem. Yeah, but Israel, whatever happened, they're trying to bury it. Incendiary imagery is emerging from Israel's Beit Shemesh area just west of the historic Jerusalem where they store missiles. The authorities are calling it controlled explosion, but there's nothing controlled about this. Why would you do a controlled explosion in the middle of the night? Site of the explosion was Beit Shem, Canaanite name, not Hebrew. It contains Zionist nuclear site. Is now on fire with Israel claiming it was a controlled explosion.
What in the world is that?
That looks fake. According to reports, a missile fired by Hezbollah struck an Israeli missile factory, resulting in its complete destruction. So that's what they're saying it is. Massive fireball seen near Jerusalem after an explosion at an Israel defense facility. May have actually been an accident that potentially destroyed a stockpile of Arrow 3 interceptor missiles. Some Israel news outlet saying it's a controlled explosion, but I don't believe that. According to initial reports, a powerful... Hey, stop bouncing around! Powerful explosion occurred at Israel's Sdot Meek Air Base, which is a location where warheads for Zircon ballistic missiles were stored. The explosion destroyed a large portion of the strategic reserve of the latest Arrow 3 air defense system. Tel Aviv blocked access to the scene and placed the area under military censorship. The Western media, which actively reported on any disaster in Russia or Iran, made no statement on the subject. The curses of Israeli rabbis must have come back to haunt them. Ha ha ha. So maybe it sounds like somebody struck their weapons, a weapons store. Large explosion reported at Israel state-owned Tomor rocket propulsion facility is similar to a 2021 incident at the same site, which the company said at the time was a planned controlled test. Yeah, whatever. Telling y'all to sabotage. Why no false flag script? Was BB zapped? No, BB's not been zapped. That mushroom cloud promised to them 2,000 years ago. Hello, Ted, my love. We are living in wild times. Yes, we are, Run Boston Bear. Hey, voy, voy, voy. By the way, they're pushing this alpha gal syndrome bullshit. This post came up. I think I shared it. Here, let me see if I can. This dude, this. Russell Brand sharing it. Look at this.
Excuse.
Tell me how fake you guys. I think.
What fuck?
I don't know anybody with alpha gal.
Fucking surf it. What purpose?
Does anybody here know anybody who actually has alpha gal syndrome and has been made allergic to red meat? Anybody? Direct knowledge of? Bolton's on Friday. Yes. Oh, actually, Ted, what time? I'm gonna have to go get my son soon. What time are we meeting at Bolton's, Ted? Remind me so I can tell everybody. Not a soul. Can't say that I do. Right here, watch this video. This guy's got eczema.
My question I ask you is what fucking surf it? What purpose do chicks have? Look at my face and my neck.
This guy has eczema.
I can't eat red meat anymore. I can't have any animal byproducts in anything. And it's in everything. This is alpha gal syndrome. This is fucked up, man. Fuck ticks. I love to go hiking. This is fucking crazy.
Like, that's such bullshit. No details, nothing talking about a doctor or anything. Dude's got eczema. And he's over here talking about, this is alpha gal syndrome. I can't eat red meat. Right. I don't believe it. 11:11. Yes, remind me. I want Boltons. When are we going to meet for Boltons? I'm trying to find it in my chat. My group chat. Hold on. 4 to 5 p.m. Bolton's at 4:30. Should we try 4:30? 4 to 5 p.m. That lump hurts like hell, but it goes away after a month or so. I've been bit by weird ticks that make a lump where they bite, but the rest of that, not so much. That's what I'm saying, Ben. As many people here in the South get bit by ticks. Like Ted and I were talking about this. Like we live in the woods. We have animals. We get bit by ticks every season. I've pulled ticks off me. Like every season, I have to pull a tick off me. I've never gotten Lyme disease. I've never been. Still eat red meat. Like I just don't. I feel like it's a bunch of bullshit. This is like some like. It's a psyop. The one where they put the fried egg on it? Yes. He needs to detox. He needs to rub some urine on his skin. Hey, effed up world, good to see you. Is your line up and running? Hold on. No, I didn't open my phone lines yet. I'm sorry. Let me do that right now. Let me test my sound. All right. About to have to bail. Yeah. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B. Hello.
Oh.
Hey. I hear you. I think.
It doesn't seem like I can hear you. Hold on.
Hello? Connection very weird. Hello.
Try this. Can you hear me here?
Yes.
Yo. Oh, weird.
Okay, yeah, now I can hear
but
you.
I'm here now.
Yes.
Let me mute you. All right. I don't know what you said. How you doing?
I just was saying that it sounded weird because it was all gargly there for a second, but now you sound good.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's what I get for trying to use my AirPods for listening and then my mic for talking. You shouldn't use the AirPods.
Okay.
I've had a big week. Went to Confluence. It was awesome to hang out with like legends in person, and then went to the Elementals gathering on the Bertaria campgrounds, which was not really on the schedule for me, but a lot of people were there as well. Steve Young and Mike Wilkerson and a lot of legends. And you were talking about 6'7" earlier. Owen Benjamin and Chris Crutchfield are both like 6'7", 6'8". They're huge.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a lot of fun. I dropped pictures in your Telegram if you want to check them out later. It was beautiful up there.
Cool.
Yep. Today's been a fun stream, listening to you cover stuff. It's a crazy world. How are you hanging in there? I know you're about to have to go and pick up your boy.
Yeah. It's been all right. I'm surviving. Just trying to survive.
Do you feel like all this wild craziness is pushing you and Ted more towards nature and peace and love and connection with each other and with other people?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'd much rather go hang out in the woods than, like, be online or look at anything online or...
Yeah, we need to do something where I keep saying to you and Ted, like, hey, come to this, come to that. It'd be good to, even if you don't throw an event, like a get together somewhere where there's a campfire, some food, that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be fun. I would love to do something like that. Yeah.
Dang it.
I just don't know if it's going to happen, I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Or how.
I mean, I guess if you just found time and then just said, okay, we're going to do this, and then told a few people, maybe not even totally public, just people you want to hang with, because it's so good to get in person and just have conversations and deep dive and just, do things in person.
Oh, well, we do that here. The everybody that lives local, we get together. We have cookouts, every once in a while. I like to have parties over here at my property once in a while, and I invite the local peeps. I mean, it's not anything that anybody would want to travel long distance for. It's just a cookout, party type thing. But
No, it's fun.
mhm.
Awesome. Well, my wife and I found out that number 5 is on the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have a due date? Do you have a due date?
Do what?
Do you have a due date?
January 23rd. Like, she is barely 4 weeks along. I shouldn't even be saying anything, but I just get so excited. And we never have had an accident. It's always been a prayerful thing. And, we're really hoping for a boy, because we have 3 girls and 1 boy, and it'd be awesome. I mean, really, we prayed for twin boys, because then we'd have 3 of each and be done at 6. But we'll see. I'll let you know when we find out.
Yeah, I remember back when I was having babies, I was like, man, twins would be cool. 2 babies, 1 pregnancy, and we're good. It's like 2 for 1 special.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw a reel last night that this couple were announcing their 5th set of twins in a row. I don't know.
Wow, they got
how
the
that
gene.
happens, but that'd be crazy.
They got the gene for
10
it.
Kids and
That's
10
crazy.
kids and 5 tries.
Wow. They got their hands full. That's cool though. Congratulations.
And then, thanks a lot. It's cool to be raising. As wild as the world is, Becky and I are all about connecting with each other under God. Wanting to bring Him glory and also raise children in the way they should go. So we kind of just let the crap and the darkness just fall away, and in our own reality, it's about love and trust and fun and surviving the hurdles, because everybody has hurdles to get over. But marriage with her and raising kids is really where value's at. It's not stuff, it's not possessions, it's not money.
No, seriously, it's wonderful. It's great to see that there's still people, getting together and staying married and having a big family is good. Really good. Because so many people are just I shouldn't bring a baby into this world. Get over it. Just stop it. I hate hearing people say that.
The way we look at it is the little soul is eternal and it's going to go on forever, and we're not going to regret. Maybe it's going to be harder financially, or you're juggling a little bit of trying to give each one attention, but in 1,000 years, if there is eternal life, in 10,000 years, we're not going to go oh man, we had 5. That's silly. No, it's going to be beautiful. The only thing we need to do is figure out how to get a little bit more land, get some chickens, start a little bit of a homestead, start growing some of our own food, a little cleaner food. I just saw a reel about strawberries, that even the Driscoll organic strawberries are just super poisonous and toxic. And I'm crap, we love those things. So it's hard to know what you should and shouldn't eat. Really, I guess you should just grow it yourself.
Yeah. I didn't know that about even the organic strawberries. I mean, I know that strawberries, do you remember a long time ago, the Dirty Dozen list, which was the list of the 12 most foods that had the most stuff sprayed on them, and strawberries was one of the top most sprayed.
Yeah, definitely. It's which ones are more porous, which ones will pull stuff inside itself, and which ones are kind of self-protective.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even the question, if you have an organic farm, there may be a farm next door that doesn't practice exactly the same way in Monsanto or glyphosate, or something's kind of maybe merging over. And I don't know. I don't want to live in fear. So really, one of the most cool things that happened was I went to dinner with Witsit and oh man, I just forgot her name. Shoot, she prayed over the food though, and why can't I? She was a speaker. She sells a lot of stuff online. I think she's a doctor. How am I going to remember? I can't believe I blanked on it. But anyway, the story is, I didn't think she was the praying type. And she prayed basically that anything in the process of bringing this food to her plate, she just prayed that anything good she would receive and anything in it that's toxic or not good for her body would just pass through and she'd be unaffected. And I thought that was a really cool prayer. And I kind of picked up on that idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
YummyDoctor.com. Who runs Yummy Doctor? Amanda
Oh,
Vollmer?
Amanda Vollmer.
Yep. And when she prayed, I was like, wow, that is a sincere, interesting prayer. And so that kind of changed how I think about food and my interactions with it, my body and the food going in, like not fearing toxins. So as a, like I was talking about these organic Driscoll strawberries, like do the best you can and then don't fear. Because I think fear is just as bad as toxins in a way.
Can I ask you a question, Run Boston Bear? Because I'm curious. What did
Sure.
Mike Wilkerson talk about?
I missed his talk. I did sit around with him. Cool dude. I didn't go to his talk. I might have been on a run with a guy named Dan. So sadly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to catch up later. But just in person, first time to sit next to him. He was an interesting fella. I like talking with him.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I find out. But the overall vibe was great. Ether, togetherness, the land, like energetic speak, and like, how do we move forward without fear? Like it was a pretty based group of people. Only like 250 people, I think, went.
That's cool. That's a good group of people, though.
Yep.
Was this like a camping thing too, or no?
Yeah, most of the people camped. It was on the Bertaria campground.
That's what I thought.
I think Chris Crutchfield opened up and then Owen Benjamin closed. They were like our twin towers, like pillars at the start and the end.
I don't know who Chris Crutchfield is.
I
don't know who that is.
You don't know who he is? He runs a 6'7", because he's 6'7", he runs 6'7" podcast. And he's kind of like I don't know if you say filmmaker, but he's about to come out with on June 1st, biopsy of a psyopsy. And he kind of briefly showed a portion of it, and it's fantastic. Like shows banking is in the center, and it has like a wheel, like he hand wrote, I guess on an iPad, like a wheel where religion is opposite of entertainment, and politics has an opposite. I think Big Pharma's opposite was tech, and he just like basically just strings everything together, like how the world is operating in the way that it's operating. He just exposes it. So that's coming out soon.
Cool. Right on.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the time on the air and everything that you do and people in the chat. It's just, it makes me smile every time I see people I recognize, and I know that they're all seeking the truth, and I always encourage everybody to just keep doing it. I mean, they can't stop us from seeking truth. They can call us names. They can be ridiculous online and in the chats, the bots, the trolls, but we know what we're doing, and it's amazing. So love y'all.
All right. Thanks for calling, Rum Boston Bear.
Yep. Peace.
Later. 6'7" podcast must be a shill. A girl and a boy simultaneously, I would have stopped reproducing as well. I had a boy, then I had a girl. Well, I had a boy in my first marriage, and then in my second marriage, I had a boy and then a girl. And that's what I wanted. I wanted one of each, and I got what I wanted. I was very happy. I love my children. They are awesome. You can't stop them from getting in your body is freaking amazing and can handle more than you might think. I agree, Accidental Alchemist, but you can try to, mitigate it, and you can make it easier for your body to get rid of that stuff by fasting, intermittent fasting, and giving your body a break from the poison ingestion that is most food. Hey, NDB. Also, I'm sure a bunch of you know, everybody here probably already knows, that our friend Valley Parks has passed away. She passed away last week. It might have even been on a Monday. But I remember last Monday being here, and I was like thinking, and I thought about Valley. I was like, I haven't seen Valley in chat. Wonder how she's doing. And then a few days later, I heard about her passing. So I just want to say rest in peace, Valley Parks. She was a very sweet woman, strong woman, and also Carl. If anybody doesn't know, he is FE Nation. Carl was very good friends with Valley Parks, and he would go up and help her at her place quite often, and they were great friends. And he's apparently very upset about her passing, which I do not blame him. So if you see Carl, give him some love. Rest in truth, Valley Girl. Yes, yes. So anyway, that happened, and at first, Valley was older. I thought maybe something had happened, like just maybe from old age or something. But no, she actually had an accident, a car accident, and went over an embankment. And then she was trying to get back to her home, but then she collapsed, and then she didn't make it up the hill all the way back to her place. So it was very sad, very sad. And I don't know about anything that's going on with, if anybody knows anything about, if there's anything that is going on for her, another good one. Yeah. Yeah. So that happened. Let me see. Let me get a picture. Somebody put a picture. Here's her and Carl. Isn't that nice? Yeah. She was very sweet. Valley was at the 2020 Flattoberfest with her husband, and then he passed away, and she was still going for a good while, good bit. So yeah, that was very sad to hear about. She got back to her side by side. She loved that thing. Yeah. Oh, there's Carl. I will let everyone know soon. Okay, thanks, Carl. Thank you. Yes, let us know. Bless her heart. Yes. Carl, thanks for being such a good friend to Valley and for helping her the way you did, though. That's pretty awesome of you. Too many have left too early in this community, says Juan Torres. It's true, man. It's true. Too many have left way too early. It's kind of depressing. When I found out about Valley, I was like, oh man, not another one. We've lost a lot of good people. Really, a lot of good, awesome people. Scare tactic to keep normies out of the woods, says Jay Craft. You could be right. Hey, Salted Cedar. Yep. Yes, we'll probably have to plan like a bigger get together, soon. Thank you for calling Coffee Talk. You're on with Karen B.
Queen B, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Dr. Law.
Yeah, I just want to call in and say, my piece with Valley. She was a great woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who introduced Carl to Valley because I knew she was, not mobile as she used to be because she was older.
Mm-hmm.
And so I introduced them about almost 3 years ago. And man, Carl, that is one stand-up brother. I'll tell you what, that guy, he says something, he does it. I mean, he's a man of his word. I like Carl.
I like Carl too. He's a good dude.
Yeah, a lot of people say they're going to do something in community, and they never, they talk the talk, can't walk the walk. But Carl, bro, you walk the walk, bro. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Carl took care of Valley whenever she had that. I think she broke her hip or something like that, and she had to go out to Arizona to stay with her family. Carl was over there helping her. That guy drove her out there and drove her back, brought her back, flew out there and drove her back. The guy is he's great, But I'm gonna shout out to FE Nation. So rest in peace, Valley. You're now with Yogi, your husband. And I want to shout out to the people I can think of off the top of my head that we've lost that were really good people. Tom Dixon was one of them. I don't know if you remember him. He was always out at your Plateauberfest. It's sad the way he went too from cancer. But Daryl Davis is one who helped him with the THC and RSO. That guy is another guy in the community that we cannot lose. Let's see, we got of course Bob.
Yeah, Zulu 1.
Zulu. Yeah, Zulu wasn't my kind of guy, but he was one of us, I guess.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, but I really loved Zulu. He was one of the first flat earthers that I ever met.
Of course, and you are a brother's keeper. That's why I like people like you. You're a brother and sister's keeper until they fuck around and find out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the things we all are sinners. Yeah, of course, right? And we do bad things. And I condoned it for as long as I could, but I don't do that shit anymore. Anyone who doesn't go by the way I do things, we can still talk, but So anywho, Kiba is one of them.
Yeah.
Alicia, remember her? She passed from cancer.
Yes.
She was great to talk to. And of course, there's so many that Jedi, Jibby Jedi.
Jibby Jedi, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
Doc Michael.
People
yeah.
Yeah, Doc Michaels. I forgot about him. But there's people on my phone list that I still keep there, even though they're gone, they're no longer with us. But they were there for the truth, and they found it. They know the truth now, right, Queen Bee? They know the truth now.
Yes, they do.
And we'll meet up with them. Hopefully, they will have done their retribution for their sins, and hopefully we will too when we get there. And we'll all meet at the same place, and we'll have one big fucking Flattoberfest over there, right? And there's some people that's suffering too in our community. I already told you, I'm trying to reach out to some of them and say my piece, because it's all coming down to time now for us, right?
Yeah.
We're short on time, But I'm listening to your show. Of course, I'm barking. Just wanted to call in, say hello to everyone in chat.
All right, Long.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys going to Bolton's? The rodeo's gonna be rained out, but they're still on, so we're gonna be there all weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, Ted, we've been wanting to do a meetup at Bolton's, so probably Friday we'll meet up at Bolton's, and hopefully Saturday we can make it out to the rodeo.
Yeah, that'd be great. Carl wanted to come out too. He's like, I didn't send him an invitation. I say, hey, invite's open. It's a rodeo. It's not my rodeo. It's not my first rodeo either. But everyone's welcome to come. It's fun. But I wish I could be there on Friday, but for a meetup. But I got to set up for the rodeo. Trying to prep for the rain.
Yeah.
So
all right, Law.
Say hello to everyone, Sarah and Shauna. To get the gang came. Liz, you gotta come over. Come on, you only got a couple of days. You'll make it.
I know. Come on, Liz.
You can be cruel sometimes, right? All right, Karen.
All right.
Good talking to you.
Yeah, you too, Law.
Rest in peace, Valley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe Carl can call in and tell you what happened. It was a crazy way that she went out. It's just really sad.
Yeah.
Really sad.
She went out,
but
being tough like she always was.
Oh my God, this woman, she could barely walk, but she was tough cookie. One of the best, well, she's the homesteader for sure. One of the toughest women that I've known. But maybe Carl can call in one, maybe today or next time, and let everyone know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thanks,
Take
Law.
care, Terry. Okay. Much love. Later,
all right.
Everybody.
Bye. Set up a GoFundMe for your flight. Heard there was a shooting at the rodeo? Where was there a shooting at the rodeo? I gotta close it down in a minute. Houston Rodeo? Parking dispute near Houston Rodeo? Parking argument near Houston Rodeo turns violent. This is in Houston though. Are you talking about locally, Crumb? Because I'd not heard of it. Crumb spreading conspiracy theories, yes. Died of cancer. Yeah, Sheila. Yeah, and Mac. Yes, we've lost a whole bunch of great people. Flattoberfest in the sky. Do I own a pair of cool cowboy boots? I actually have like 3 pairs of cowboy boots. Yes, I do own cowboy boots. Rest in real estate, Stavely. We miss you. Yeah, Stavely is like over here, like what do you call it? Like Tom Cruise in the Bartender movie. That's what Stavely's doing now. What is that? What was the Bartender movie with Tom Cruise? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. Justin's boots. Justin's are good boots, though. Them some good boots. I got a new pair of Ariots. They're not boots, but they're Ariots, and they're waterproof, and I love them. Cocktail, yes. Cocktail. Thank you, Jana. Totally having a brain fart on that. Anyway, you guys, I gotta go wrap it up. I gotta go get my son and get on with my day, and it was really a pleasure to be here with you this morning, even though it was kind of short. Thank you all for being here with me this fine Moonday morning, and I'll see you all soon. All right? Yeah. Thank you so much, and peace be with you.
The Earth, but I'm not spinning at all. Hi, Hailey, I'm spinning at 120 miles per hour. How about you, Zach? I am spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, but I don't feel it. Oh, fuck.